I'm about to climb this mountain to put a roller coaster on top.
This is easily one of the craziest things I've ever attempted. But how and why am I even doing this? Well, let's go back to when I just hit 10,000 subscribers.
And to celebrate, I know I had to do something crazy, something no one else has ever done.
That's when I came up with an insane idea. You see, I was thinking 10,000. What could I possibly do for 10,000 subscribers?
And then I was like, wait, that thing's 10,000 feet tall.
So that's it. We're putting a roller coaster on top of a mountain. But this isn't just some easy drive up mountain, put it on top and call it good. No, this is a 16-mile hike climbing over 4,000 feet. Now, how am I gonna do that? Well, I'm putting it in there.
Here's how the pack looks. I think it looks pretty good, but the real cool stuff, it's inside. Let's take a look.
Getting the coaster in here was a pretty big struggle. And putting it together might be even harder. Because there's no labels, all the sections are pretty small, and I just sort of have to remember where everything goes. Ta-da! Let's build this thing. Getting this back in is gonna be a nightmare. Ah, the brake run. The entire function lift hill. All right, well, now I'm gonna attempt to assemble everything in preparation for when I'm doing it 10,000 feet in the air. Let's hope this works out. Well, sure enough, it has. It came together a little bit jankily, so it's not as good as when I first built it, but it still works. This is a pretty large project, considering it was just in that backpack. Before I put it back in the pack, there's a couple questions I want to answer before I take it up the mountain. For example, how are these trains going to perform in the cold? So then I logically proceeded to stick them in the freezer. Wait. While I wait for those cars to freeze up, I just wanted to thank you guys for 10,000 subscribers. That is an unbelievable number. When I first started this channel, my biggest dream was 1,000 and like maybe monetization, but we've soared way past that. And I'm excited to see where this goes. Maybe we can hit 50K eventually. I think they've been in there for long enough, so let's see if they work in the cold. Ooh, I can feel some frost on these. If these work after that, I am gonna have no issues on top of the mountain. Let's see if this works. Oh, yes! That worked out so well, but now the only issue is the mountain itself. We're hiking Mount Timpanogos, one of the tallest mountains in all of Utah, and the reviews aren't great. James Streeter said, Mount Timpanogos? More like Mount Tippa no way goes. And then another reviewer said, be careful crossing the snowfield if you don't have spikes. Our friend twisted their knee and had to get life flighted. And it did not help when Dan decided to say, amazing, bring bee sting stuff. Dan, what happened up there? Are you okay? I'm not sure what else more to do, so let's just pack this thing up and head to the mountain. All right, it's all packed up. I have this bag full of spare parts I'm gonna put in there too, just in case. And then we're just gonna zip it up and throw it in the car. We're here. Welcome to the base of Mount Timpanogos. That's not even the peak. The peak that we're climbing to is the peak behind that peak. That's even taller. I'm not gonna start the hike right now. I'm actually staying down here tonight and I'm waking up around 3 a.m. tomorrow morning to start on the hike. This will make so we get there when lighting is great during sunrise, and hopefully there'll be clear skies so we can see down into the valley below. Something kind of cool, behind me about an hour ago, there was a helicopter that had landed and life flighted someone out of here. So I guess those reviews were no joke. That's what I'll leave you with for now. I need to get to bed because the sun is setting and it's getting dark pretty fast. And also, I have a pretty early start tomorrow. Ugh. See you in the morning. Looking back through all the footage, I realized that I have no cohesive storytelling abilities, so I'm gonna be jumping in here to explain some things, but for now, let's go back to the trailhead. It is now 3 a.m. and I am climbing this thing. I have a GoPro on for a time lapse, but it's too dark for that. Maybe this wasn't the best time to film. But yeah, we are about 100 feet into the hike. Let's go. 7 miles left, and I've almost slipped like 4 times now, which isn't a great sign for good things to come. Bad news, I just walked right into a puddle and now my foot's all wet, and which isn't good. Okay, I almost just fell over. Down there are a couple lights. That's where we started. It's so far down. Okay, so my phone has 0 night vision, and I need to upgrade that eventually, and you'll see that it sucks throughout the majority of this night portion, but just deal with it for now. Oh, I don't want to step in a puddle again. All right. Okay. Walking down a mini river here. Oh, and there's even more river. Let's see. Okay. Oh, navigator. Let's go. Can't tell at all, but there's a waterfall right there. I don't know why my camera's kind of blurry, but we're gonna cross over a river, little waterfall thing. This pack emphasizes all of my movements. That makes it way harder to walk. Let's see. Over there. I stepped on that rock and then, oh, I just dunked my foot in there. All right, well, now both feet are wet. And then after that, I hiked for another hour with soggy shoes, and then finally we had a new development. The sun is rising, and we reached the first bit of snow. It's right up there, but you can't see it. I don't know why I kept filming things you can't see, but I'm just dumb. It's so pretty. There's a sick waterfall right there that you also can't see. We went the wrong way, so we're gonna turn around. And then we accidentally went down the wrong trail and had to turn around. Lucky for us though, it wasn't too far, but you know what wasn't too far? More water. And yeah, I got my feet wet again, okay? It's finally bright enough to record and be doing my time lapse. This waterfall is sick though. Oh, the sunrise is so pretty. And yeah, so I had a GoPro on for a time lapse. It's a bit shaky, but I will show a couple clips from it throughout the rest of the video. Over the water. Hey, I didn't get my feet wet that time. Look at this. Every once in a while I hear little ticks from my backpack and just little pieces breaking. And hopefully it doesn't break all the way down by the time we go up to the top, so that I can put it up together as fast as possible. Yeah, first one is mountain goat opportunity. Dude, where's my mountain goats? Dude, those are mountain goat hunting. Like, oh, it's pretty. So cool. At this point, we walked another mile and found ourselves in a nice meadow, but then something came up in front of us. Well, I'm not sure what to do now because the mountain goat's blocking the trail. Well, yeah, move along. But this valley is so pretty. About 5 minutes later, it ran up the hill on its own, and we kept hiking. That little house thing up there is the top. A lot of people up there, but hopefully they'll be gone by the time we get up. And then we'll probably set up the coaster right next to that hut. Goat encounter number 4. After a ton more hiking, we found ourselves at a milestone of the trail, Emerald Lake. Oh, it's so blue. Emerald Lake. Now, we just gotta get up there. Skittle break.
Skittle Littles. Oh yeah.
After a quick break, we found ourselves at a snowfield, one of the hardest parts of the entire hike. It was so slick. We're snow hiking. Oh, it is slippery. Oh boy. Yeah, we take this nice and slow. It slipped. Ooh. This is just ice. Okay. I quickly realized I needed to put away my camera because it was so slick and I needed to focus on the trail. After all this, we finally reached the ridgeline of the mountain.
I saw him in concert with you two.
Whoa.
Howdy. Howdy. Imagine watching Instagram reels here.
Up the ridgeline. We're hugging this rock because we're on a cliff. Let's go. Let's summit this thing. Oh my goodness. This is so wild. Just climbed up that. Still so far to go. This view is crazy.
2,200 calories burned, 4,200 feet of elevation gain, and then 7.6 miles so far. This is your first time on tips, Josh?
Yeah.
It's a grind, huh?
Just those like steep parts are like just a little skill.
Bad.
I'm not a high top, but I was like, whoa, that's a little.
So dude, gets you. See you shortly. We got a roller coaster to build. I keep going. Oh,
Yeah,
he's a
because
champ.
I'm just so desperate to get this high, so I'm like,
You should just like, I'm done.
well, not get done, but I'm like, that can get fair, just kind of like take a quick nap.
Oh, the sun.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill myself. It's still all the way up there.
It's so far. We are so close. Oh, it's right there. This is a part of the video where we cue the epic music. Did it! Should I translate for your Spanish viewers? Lo hicimos! Now that we're up here, we're going to build it inside the hut, and then we're going to bring it right outside to do all the filming. So let's see what we can do. I did it. One of my craziest dreams became a reality. And here it is. Alright, if I filmed any longer, my battery would die. It's about to die. If you're not subscribed yet, go for it. This was crazy.